I think it's hilarious, not hilarious. I think it's probably apropos that people can take screenshots and assume anything from a screenshot.
Well, that's what they can do. That's what people do all the time on the internet. Don't you know this, Tony Schiavone? Come on. A lot of people are calling Tony Schiavone a liar. But you know what? We're going to listen to what he said here, and we're going to talk about it. I'm not really one of those people. How are you going to tell somebody else how they really feel? Do you know what I mean? Back in the day, what you're supposed to do is, you have an assumption about something, and somebody tells you why, no, that's not true, this is actually the deal, and then you go, oh, okay, I could see how that is. But, there's a lot of people that are not believing Tony at this point. But let's listen to the words of Tony, or as I call him in this video, Batman. And you'll see what I mean when you see what he's wearing. Because I love how people always tell me, Joe, you're about to be 40 years old and you dress like you're 24 or something, or 18 in school. Well, apparently so doesn't Tony Schiavone. I love Tony Schiavone. Look at him.
My facial reaction to what happened was my facial reaction trying to put more heat on the Bucks for being assholes within the storyline itself.
Right.
I did not have any reaction to the footage we saw because I don't give a damn.
And it's not like it was new for you.
No, that's right. So what?
Yeah.
So fucking what? So I was not upset at the promotion. I was not upset at Tony Khan. I was not pissed off about what we had shown. I was trying to be fully in the moment of the angle.
He also looked like he might be bored, to be honest.
Which is the Bucks bitching about FTR, not wanting to shake their hands and getting fucked around,
right,
and everything. That's what I was doing. But of course, everybody wants to create their own story, and that's fine. That's what social media is about. Social media is about idiots coming together and trying to come up with their own ideas. So
Tony Schiavone is passively aggressively just shitting on all of us, by the way, right here, or at least shitting on all those people, right? So many of you just got crapped on by Tony. But you know what? Tony feels like he's been crapped on, to be honest. There's more of this. I'm going to play the rest of it in just 2 seconds. I just want to add one little thing here. I understand his frustration. And now some people might say his defensiveness here is exactly why he's lying. He was upset, or he was like, oh my God. And that's why he's getting so defensive and angry. But I disagree with that, because I actually get the most angry and the most angered when somebody believes something about me that's not true. When somebody believes something about me that is true, you can almost tell with me, because the more angry I get and furious, the more I believe what I'm saying, and I 100% believe my opinion, or I feel like I'm being wronged. So Tony, keep calling him Tony Khan. I'm sorry, Tony. Other Tony Schiavone. Must be Tony. Something with Tonys. I don't know. So that could be the way he goes. So he's bitter and angry and grumpy. Like, I really got to deal with this shit. I'm sitting there trying to sell, like, how eye-rolling it is that these scumbags on heels in the company are doing this, and people are taking it as like, oh, I'm embarrassed by the segment. Like, they're turning my work to reaction into a shoot reaction of a work that's a shoot of a work of a shoot. Like, what is going on? So Tony's freaking out. By the way, I'm Joe Cronin. I hope you guys click the like button, share all my videos, leave comments. I want to hear what do you guys think about this? Play the rest of the clip.
Yeah. Maybe I was still.
By the way, this is him with Conrad Thompson, I believe. So just go check out. You can hear the full podcast over there.
Upset about Bug. I don't know, but I didn't give a shit about the footage, and still don't. Show it all you want. Okay. I don't give a shit. I'm sincere when I say I don't care. I don't care. It has no impact on my life. Okay. Some people are saying, oh, the footage that you were showing is like the finger poke of doom moment for AEW. Well, you know what? That's what you want it to be, because you want to see us fail. And there's no way, because I was in both companies, there's absolutely no way that you can compare us to WCW. You can't. You may want to. You may think you're right. You're wrong. You cannot compare us to WCW. I was there at both. You were not.
A lot of the people that say that are people who didn't really experience the finger poke of doom time, and they want their own version of that because they've grown up and over the years like heard about it so much, and they're like, oh, this is like that, like, and I feel like it's those people who are like younger and they just want things to be as cool as back then, so they're like, this is like that time. And it's like, we don't know what time it's like. This is a time we've never seen anything like this. WCW was run by this billionaire mogul, and Eric Bischoff, this hot shot new promoter, booker, producer, sales guy. He and with a vision, by the way, of something. It was just a different. We never seen anything like AEW. Hey, what would happen if a rich nerd ran a wrestling company? We've never seen that before. This is different to me.
So there's that.
Tony looks disgusted, though, man. He just looks disgusted, bro. What happened when with Tony Schiavone? Listen to the whole podcast. There's a little bit more here.
Well said, Tony. You and I have not talked about it, but I knew that was your reaction, because when I would tell you anything about the Georgia Bulldogs or Alabama or the Atlanta Falcons or whatever, you would.
By the way, I reached out to Conrad Thompson a long time ago for some mortgage advice, and he gave me some. So shout out to Conrad Thompson. Check out his mortgage stuff, and also check out this full podcast and everything that Conrad Thompson does with so many personalities.
You would always hit me with I don't give a shit.
Yep.
So it's like, I can't imagine that you care about this.
See, that's I feel like Tony Schiavone's another one who's a nice guy, right? So I don't give a shit. You know what happens when a bunch of people say I don't give a shit? A country gets taken over, or a fight breaks out and someone gets stabbed to death. See, it's like Tony Schiavone is supposed to be a leader in AEW, but I don't give a shit. Just like Tony Khan is like, I don't know, what do you want me to do about it? I want you. Hey, guess what, Tony Khan? You got a bunch of fucking clique bullies who are running the company. I'm a veteran. I've got help, ideas, and things to do. Let's squash the beef so we don't have to split up the shows. Don't you think so, Tony Schiavone? I don't know. I don't give a shit. Well, what about you, Tony Khan, owner of the company? Oh, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about it? I don't know, something before someone gets killed or somebody fears for their life. But that's the atmosphere in AEW. You got a bunch of bullies. And by the way, they may be great guys. I don't know. Maybe the Young Bucks are great. They've never talked to me before, though. I don't know. They probably hate me. Maybe they like me. I don't know. Young Bucks, are you out there? Joe Cronin, scumbag or not? I don't know. But Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Adam Hangman Page and all these other guys running around as a clique bullying people, and these guys don't care. So then CM Punk acts like, a psycho, and he actually decides to physically bully people, and everything just goes to hell because of passive-aggressive cowards who can't stand up and say, cut the shit.
Let's see there.
I'm really happy about my attitude in life right now. I really.
What's your attitude in life right now? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I care about AEW, and I care about my family. I care about my dogs.
Well, I believe you care about your dogs. I believe you care about your family. And I mean, maybe you care about AEW, except for you don't want to ruffle any feathers. So I don't know.
Even though my dogs look like you're watching right now, they're wiped out again on the floor.
Your dogs, by the way, Tony, your dogs might be dying, bro. Maybe you should check on them. If you're saying you actually care about them, look at Tony Schiavone. He's like, I love my dogs. Oh, guess what? They look like they're dead, Tony. Sorry, no. I love Tony Schiavone. This is fun.
And I care about my family. I care about AEW. I care about my dogs. I care about Tony Khan because he's a good person. I care about the people I work with. And you know what? That's fucking it. Okay? That's fucking it. I don't care about anything else. And I don't care. First of all, I don't care about your opinion. And I don't. And so you can meme me all you want. The good news is, unless somebody sends it to me, which a couple people did, I won't see it.
I understand why he's angry at the social media stuff, because, dude, if you're on a show. I just want to, from his perspective, guys, he's on a show. He's doing his best to deliver what he's supposed to deliver. He makes a reaction, like he reacts to the heels being jackasses, like, because then the reaction is embarrassment. He's like he's embarrassed because they're EVPs and they're the bad guys, and they are EVPs. They're running the company. So his actual reaction as a character, as an on TV persona, is going to be that of disgust and embarrassment. So people are now saying, "Oh, look, Tony Schiavone was disgusted with embarrassment over what they did." Like, in real life, he's disgusted. This is reminding him of WCW. And it's like, no, it's not. What the hell this is the same, that reaction is the same reaction that the kayfabe would be. So how can you say that? His reaction is that of disgust, like embarrassment over what the EVPs are doing on the show to FTR. He's in character. How can you tell if he's in character or not? Because the reactions would be the same. The fucking reaction that Tony Schiavone has to the EVPs, whether it's what people think is that he's actually embarrassed to be there, or whether it's, oh, he's embarrassed as the announcer for what he's seeing on his TV with the two heels. Either way, it's the same reaction. There's no way to know or to prove that. The only way to know or to prove that is to ask the man. But if it was embarrassment, would he tell you? No. Why would he ever admit that? But Occam's razor, he's reacting the way he should react as an on-screen character and announcer to what the EVPs did. So Occam's razor is he's acting. He's doing the thing he's supposed to do. And then you're taking that and pretending that it's real and then comparing it to WCW. And I understand the comparison and the fun of it. And I had fun laughing at that too, in a way. But, like, dude, when it comes down to it, you put a gun to my head, I'm going to say, well, I think he was playing the character. I don't think it was all this other goofy stuff. And then the problem is, for Tony Schiavone, is he's probably taking it as like, listen, dude, there's like 2 million WWE fans who don't like AEW and don't want it to exist and don't care about it if they even know about it. Right? Like, but there's a lot of people out there that don't watch it and don't care and they just want to make fun of it. You're seeing a lot of that. Then there's a bunch of former fans of AEW. There's like 300,000 former fans, and they're mocking it. Then there's a bunch of people that are AEW fans, and they're mocking it too. So it's just everybody's mocking the product. There might be 300, 400, 500,000 diehards that wouldn't do that, fine. But there's a bunch of people that are doing it, and he's getting upset. I get it. He's getting annoyed and agitated with the whole thing, and I can tell by the way he looks and is speaking about this that's pissed him off, and it's annoyed him, which is understandable. You know what I mean? I get it. And, I think we all get it, to be honest. Anyway, I'm Joe Cronin. This is The Joe Cronin Show. I hope if you're brand new, you guys subscribe for more wrestling opinions, takes, comments, and everything else here on the channel. I want to thank everybody who's been leaving super thanks down below. Thank you for that. And if you leave a super thanks down here, we'll definitely feature you on the next video, and we'll pin you to the top if you're the biggest one. And make sure to binge all my videos. There's a couple from the last couple of days about Tony Khan you got to check out. But before we get out here, since I am crowdfunded by you guys, paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show, God Phoenix said Ring of Honor is a lost cause. Why does Tony even bother? That's a great point, God Phoenix, and thank you for the $5 super thanks on my video down below. Here's the thing. I said it since day one. I got in a fight with one of my former co-hosts. He was like, can't wait for Ring of Honor. And I'm like, dude, why does he have Ring of Honor? He can't even deal with AEW right now. And it's even worse now than it was back then. Bro, why is Ring of Honor a thing? God damn it, man. We can't even get AEW right. You know what I mean? Give Ring of Honor to some other person to run it on the side somewhere and get back to figuring out AEW, because right now it's in a big bad way. I'll see you guys later. Check out the Patreon on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And here's some other videos popping up right now that you might have missed. So click on them, or if you're brand new to the channel, up top right is the weird little circle button to subscribe to this channel. And below that is a link to my Patreon. So join those because there's over 130 people on Patreon, and you got to subscribe, or else dolphins will drown in the Atlantic Ocean.